There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And, Charles, for this defense, yeah, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that could be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Allen. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now it's Peterson. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
33 yards that time. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw, Kaepernick. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Colts.
Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine some...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Allen to the veteran Sanders for the Buffalo first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Allen's throw caught by Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creep. Alert, 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 alert.
On first down, Singletary. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd down and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen. he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good, but still fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw, it's Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down. Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Allen.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Looking to throw. Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 119 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. To throw, Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Alley Cox. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on fourth. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Taylor.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Taylor again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Blankenship out for the point after.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Guys, pick it up. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
Back to throw. Allen. Flushed out right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On the return is Peterson. Powering his way forward. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now this throw caught left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. Would you say 3 rushing touchdowns? And, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
215 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
and the lead will swell by 1 more.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Second down at 5.
Go. Go. 44.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
245 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, add another loss.